It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Panthers and the Rams. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. As always, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, our two quarterbacks in this one, both in new situations here in 2021. Sam Darnold of the Panthers, Matthew Stafford of the Rams.
And Brandon, I think for most of us, change can be a little bit scary, a little bit unsettling, but I think for both of these guys, change is going to be a good thing. They get a fresh start, clear out some of the negative thoughts, just go out and play football again. New situations, new opportunities.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he works free. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Back to throw, Stafford. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Stafford looks to throw again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner. Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action. Stafford. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Shifts by him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Caught left side, it's Beckham. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Take 22.
Now Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there on the run. Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit.
Touchdown, Panthers! Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down at 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 44-yard line.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop going straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Darnold.
At the 25-yard line.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
For the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside. Because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them to lead currently. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go!
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 2nd down. Darnold gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And down he goes, taking it inside of 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Sam Darnold, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. LA set to take over again on offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
21, Libra, White.
On first down, Stafford here. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Stafford on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
53, ready,
Stafford now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Second and 10, Stafford again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Odell Beckham, 34 yards. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense trots back onto the field, and we shot our best. Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Beckham, the lone receiver right. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
134 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Here's Darnold. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Darnold completes it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Woods has it complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, Stafford looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Tell you what, he's been able
gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
Stafford on third down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. So they took a chance there on 4th down. Boy, does it pay off. It pays off with 6 points.
Yeah, I have to imagine that they were thinking maybe we can at least get a first down if we don't score. But he decided he didn't want a new set of downs. He just wanted a touchdown.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out right at the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Darnold on first down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Flushed out right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run good for 2, here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run, again it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Darnold, rolling to his right. For Marshall, that's complete. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Panthers have won the football game. So this one is over, a victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.